talk about using the iPad, it's not only preparing them for the current reality of how they use that tool, is knowing the fact that over the next number of years, touchscreen technology will be part of their world.
The amount of time that students are talking to each other and doing something that isn't just note-taking. We've been doing a lot of great things at Minnetonka quicker and quicker now through the iPad and how we use that.
New ways that they can interact with each other and communicate. So I feel like student voice is heard more because students not only can speak and ask questions that way, but they can interact through the iPad.
Sometimes they're just a little bit too shy to raise their hand and volunteer and contribute, but with the iPad they're able to oftentimes write out their thoughts in discussion boards.
When you enter one of our classrooms, you'll be struck by the way technology is how we do business. Our staff has had tremendous professional learning experiences. They have been able to learn ways to incorporate technology in a seamless way to help students learn and access the world in a 21st century sort of way.
We have instructional TOSAs that work with our staff on a daily basis to help them use these tools and improve their practices. As I look at our implementation of the iPad, each year we have a new grade level, which really allows staff to be very comfortable using the tool. As I walk into classrooms, it's no longer this shiny object, it's invisible in the sense that people just use it, it's part of our daily life.
Collaborate in class with each other in a way that without the iPads they never would have been able to do before.
When they leave at the end of the hour, many times they're going to be taking a Schoology quiz, a Google form quiz, so staff know exactly how the learning has progressed during that hour. So targeted specific feedback is one of the great ways I see this tool.
I can kind of change my teaching and really touch base with the students that I know need a little bit more help and support.
I'm a 7th year teacher, but my first 6 years I spent working in a district that didn't use technology like this, that didn't use iPads. So moving into this district as an iPad district has really changed the way that I teach, and I see it influencing the way that students are learning.
In Minnetonka, we started with smartboards in the classroom, and that was really the first interactive technology that we had available for our teachers and our students. Now that each student has an iPad in their hand, that gives them the access to the world in their own personalized format.
So I think that it was a very intentional process. I think it was very well thought out. I think there was definitely a lot of support along the way from district and just at the building level as well. Hearing from teachers that were in the trenches, this is what worked well, this is what didn't work, these are some really great ideas. So now that we're launching forward and expanding it out to another grade level, I felt just from that alone, I felt I had some good ideas.
Our hope is that we can next roll out iPads to our 6th grade students. They're so capable and competent, they're ready for this digital type of learning. The teachers have been thinking and reflecting and planning and are ready to provide that type of learning experience for our 6th grade students.
I think it would be really hard for me to go back to a classroom without iPads. Every kind of lesson that I create, I think about how I can implement that technology tool in some way in the class.
It's having the entire curriculum at their fingertips. And so when they have that piece, it allows us to move from simply knowledge level of our work to really applying what they're learning through the use of this tool.
So I was one-to-one with iPads with the 7th grade students, and now I'm teaching 6th grade who I'm not one-to-one with. And it's just the planning of like, we need to do a research step and booking a lab to bring the 6th graders to the lab. This one day in the lab encompasses what could be their research for an entire project. When I had that iPad with them, they had a question, you could immediately send them to their iPad to look up more information, images, research, to do whatever they needed to do.
Once we have our entire school learning with the same type of tool and on the same format, the opportunities are endless.